The 2017 Lexus LC 500h. It's been a little more than 2 months since we entered a new calendar year, and Toyota is arguably the busiest automaker out there. On one hand, it decided to axe the Scion sub-brand, while on the other hand, it is working on an expansion program for the Lexus division, which received a brand new member at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show. It is called the LC 500, it's drop-dead gorgeous, and sports the RCF's naturally aspirated V8 under the hood. We've already speculated about the possibility of getting an LCF and LC 500 convertible in the coming years, and Lexus has just announced that the luxury coupe will go hybrid. The first derivative of the LC 500 family will break cover at the 2016 Geneva Motor Show and, unsurprisingly, will be sold as the LC 500h. The new vehicle will expand Lexus' hybrid lineup to 7 nameplates, but more importantly, it will become the company's first two-door with a blue badge on its nose. The two-door hybrid, which is also based on the LFLC concept, will debut alongside the LFFC study, which made its first appearance at the Tokyo Motor Show in 2015. The LC 500h will break cover on March 1st, so make sure you stick around for the full rundown and live photos from Geneva. Meanwhile, keep reading to find out what we already know about Lexus' first hybrid coupe. Updated February 18, 2016, Lexus dropped the official specifications and a series of new images for its latest LC 500h. Continue reading to learn more about the 2017 Lexus LC 500h. Exterior. Much like any hybrid Lexus out there, the LC 500h comes with blue badges front and rear to help set it apart from conventional versions of the same car. Being based on the LC 500 we saw at the 2016 Detroit Auto Show, the LC 500h is of course identical to its gasoline-powered sibling, save for a few minor details. Much like any hybrid Lexus out there, the LC 500h comes with blue badges front and rear to help set it apart from conventional versions of the same car. Likewise, the LC 500 lettering under the trunk lid received an additional H, which stands for hybrid. Then there's the hybrid badge behind the big intakes in the side skirts. The wheels also seem to be identical to the standard models, but there are minor differences in the design. Again, Lexus' aim is to give its customers a model that's greener, but equally aggressive by design. And needless to say, the LC 500h is a complete success in this regard. Everything else is as seen on the LC 500, meaning that the hybrid model sports the same bold and muscular design. Highlights include the massive spindle grille, the redesigned headlamps with the hockey stick-shaped LED daytime running lights, the wide rear fenders, and the big exhaust outlets underneath the trapezoidal rear fascia. Exterior dimensions. Interior. There are minor changes compared to the regular model, but only in the instrument cluster and the infotainment display. Not surprisingly, the LC 500h's interior is also identical to the standard models. It features the same two-tier dashboard and soft surfaces sewn in high-quality leather and Alcantara, and tremendous craftsmanship all around. There are minor changes compared to the regular model, but only in the instrument cluster and the infotainment display. The former displays additional info about the car's battery and regenerative braking system, while the latter should include a couple of extra menus and options related to the hybrid drivetrain. Speaking of the infotainment system, the new multimedia package, which debuted in the LC 500, features faster, more flexible software enabling future enhancements and an updated graphic user interface. Passengers will also be treated to an exceptional audio experience thanks to a new premium Pioneer audio system that comes as standard equipment. A Mark Levinson audio package is available as an option. Just like the standard model, the hybrid benefits from a fantastic level of Takumi craftsmanship visible in everything from the upholstery and hand-stitched leather to Alcantara door trim and the exemplary fit and finish. Drivetrain. The V6 makes 295 horsepower and 257 pound-feet of twist, while the electric motor takes the total output to 354 horses. The LC 500h gets its juice from a brand new hybrid drivetrain called the multi-stage hybrid system. Developed with a more sporting and engaging driving experience in mind, the system marries a 3.5-liter V6 gasoline engine, a powerful electric motor, and a lithium-ion battery pack. The most interesting part of the drivetrain, however, is the 4-speed automatic gearbox mounted at the rear of the hybrid transmission. It's a rather peculiar choice given all other Toyota and Lexus hybrids use CVTs, but the brand claims that the 4-speed preserves the connection between throttle input and engine speed better than a CVT. On the other hand, Lexus doesn't explain the need for a 4-speed instead of a 9 or 10-speed. Moving on to performance specs, the V6 makes 295 horsepower and 257 pound-feet of twist, while the electric motor takes the total output to 354 horses. Lexus estimates that the hybrid will hit 60 miles per hour in less than 5 seconds, which should be about a half-second slower than the standard model. Not bad given that the LC 500 uses a 467 horsepower 5.0-liter V8. The multi-stage hybrid system also features an M mode, which gives drivers the ability to initiate direct and responsive gear shifts for the most sporting and engaging drive yet from a Lexus hybrid. Drivetrain specifications. Suspension. Just like the LC 500, the hybrid rides on a multi-link front suspension system specifically developed for the car's large-diameter wheels and low engine hood line. The system features 2 upper and 2 lower control arms, with double ball joints on each arm, an arrangement that optimizes suspension geometry for a more precise steering response. Several components are crafted from forged aluminum to reduce sprung weight. Safety. The LC 500H comes with class-leading safety standards and includes the Lexus New Safety System Plus. The bundle features a range of active safety technologies that help prevent or mitigate collisions in various traffic situations. The Safety System Plus combines a precision camera and millimeter-wave radar and includes pre-crash safety with pedestrian detection, all-speed adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, and automatic high-beam headlamps. Prices. With the LC 500H still a few weeks away from its official debut, pricing is obviously a mystery. Making things that much more complicated is the fact the Lexus has yet to reveal pricing information for the standard LC 500. The only thing we know for a fact is that the hybrid version will be more expensive than the gasoline-only model. With that in mind, expect the LC 500H to fetch well above the $100,000 mark before options. Competition. Bmw i8. The size of the LC 500 allowed us to compare it to the commanding Mercedes-Benz S-Class coupe, but since the Germans aren't offering a hybrid yet, we have to look at smaller vehicles in this niche. The i8 might not be as roomy and luxurious as the LC 500H, but it has just enough oomph to qualify as a fast coupe. Power comes from a 1.5-liter, 3-cylinder rated at 231 horsepower and 236 pound-feet of torque and an electric motor that generates 131 horses and 184 pound-feet. Total output sits at 362 horsepower and a whopping 420 pound-feet of twist, which enables the i8 to hit 60 miles per hour in only 4.3 seconds, making it quicker than the gasoline-only LC 500. This German coupe can travel up to 372 miles with a full tank and a fully charged battery, while its electric motor has enough energy for 22 miles. Pricing for the i8 starts from $140,700. Find out more about the BMW i8 here. Conclusion. Lexus did a tremendous job with the LC 500, creating a luxury coupe that has what it takes to compete against the Mercedes-Benz S-Class. It's big, luxurious and powerful, and more importantly, it's gorgeous to look at. Sure, it might not be as roomy as its German counterpart in the rear, but it sports a muscular yet elegant appearance not even the S-Class can match. The fact that Lexus will give it a hybrid drivetrain makes it that much better. In fact, until Mercedes launches a hybrid version of the S-Class coupe, the LC 500H will be the only luxury coupe on the market using such a powertrain. Love its stunning design, luxurious interior, strong performance, enhanced fuel economy, no real competitor on the market. Leave it the BMW i8 as quicker S-Class coupe hybrid underway, pretty expensive.
If you liked this video, please share your thoughts in the comments below and don't forget to hit the subscribe button.